Hello everyone, this is Team 3 demonstration video for our design selection. Before starting any experiments, we need to ensure that we are wearing a proper PPE during lab session. As you can see, I already wear one here on my avatar. We will ignore the yeast concentration setting for mixing and heating, and this is because we will fill the bioreactor with PBS due to the viscosity will not change too much if we fill up both PBS and yeast. As for the water level, we set it to 6 blocks. It covered the electrode and also provide the most efficient mixing time and power. Initially, we set it at 8 blocks, but we changed our plan to 6 blocks because it gives the best mixing time. We can still produce a lot amount of vaccine with 6 blocks with the ideal mixing time and power. For the temperature, we set it to 34 degrees Celsius to ensure the optimal growth of yeast. And also at low temperature, which is below 30 degrees, the yeast will not grow. And at high temperature, which is above 37 degrees Celsius, the cells will become stressed, meaning that their content becomes damaged and which can be repaired to some degree. However, yeast will grow with optimal growth between 30 degrees until 37 degrees Celsius, and since 34 is the midpoint between 30 to 37, that is why we decided for 34 degrees Celsius. We set 120 RPM as our input as it ensures an efficient aeration of the yeast. The impeller combination that we use for this experiment is combination 9. It has Rushton as the lower impeller and also pitch blade as the upper impeller. Our bioreactor uses 4 baffles. We have decided to have 4 equally spaced baffles alongside the length of the bioreactor in order to prevent the formation of vortices to improve the mechanical stability. Nevertheless, we do want some vortex mixing at the top of the tank in order to promote aeration. As for impeller diameter, we calculate this using the formula above, but since we are using combination of 2 impellers, we use this formula. After choosing our impeller layout, we can now go to our technician. First, we will choose setup impellers and then fill it with PBS. And then walk all the way here. Press this button to get the value that we desire. We will take 3 readings for each experiment and then average it. All data will be written down for further analysis. In real experiment, we must average the results to include all data and also getting the most accurate result, and this is a table that we came up and used during the testing.
Now for the probe subtask. We've placed electrodes in the following positions. Iron electrode will be at the 4th block on east. Gold electrode will be at the 4th block on west. Dirt electrode will be at the 3rd block on north. And the redstone electrode will be at the 3rd block on south. Now we're going to look at our settings for the probe. First, we have the frequency of 4 Hz with a 100K multiplier. It is the ideal frequency as it is high enough to allow movement of the current outside the cells. For the amplitude, we know that the impedance is voltage over current. The voltage that gives the highest current according to our test is 8 volts, and the relationship between impedance and current is indirectly proportional. Therefore, we came to a conclusion that 8 volts is the ideal as it gives the lowest impedance. Also, we are hoping that if every cell acts as a resistor in series in the direction of the current, there will be more voltage input per cell, which would give us a better signal. Now we look at the gain settings for the bioreactor. For channel 1 R3, it is set as 150K. For channel 2 R3, it is set as 1.5K. For channel 1 R2, it is set as 150 ohms. For channel 2 R2, it is set as 150 ohms as well. The reason for our choice is that this setting gives us a reading with the least noise when tested. It doesn't amplify the voltage too much, giving very high VPP levels that change in a very small number. Now we're going to ask the technician to fill with yeast to get the reading we want. Then push the button to get the reading. We need 3 readings and average it for the most accurate result.
During testing and experimenting, it is important to keep track of what we are doing. So we use the camera feature on Minecraft to help us determine the position for electrode for further reference. In real experiment, we should capture any experimental setup so that we can refer to it in the future. That is all from us. Thank you.